Hi friends, welcome back to Dating My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior. We're about to get into another episode of $20 Tuesday where I'm stuffing anything from $20 to $29. We know in this community a little bit goes a long way. And so we are working with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. $20. And the challenges that had rollover, I just tucked them under. So these three have rollover. Let me see. Oh, the cash is out of view. So we'll just put it right here. How is it going? The end of October is here. Spooky day is almost here. We went to Busch Gardens Halloween Horror Night last night. Let me remind you guys, or if, in case anyone is new. So we rolled 2 dice, and the first one, the 6-sided die, tells us which challenge to stuff, and the 4-sided die tell us how much to give the challenge. So we're gonna roll and see what we get for this first one. So challenge 5 for $4. Okay. So that's this one here. So the kids have never been to like a Halloween horror night or, well, I've been to Halloween horror night, but I've never been to, that's at Universal. I've never been to like Busch Gardens or SeaWorld Halloween event. So we got us some tickets, went out there, and this is the issue with theme parks with my kids. My daughter want to ride all the rides. My son don't want to ride any rides. So I was like, oh, well, this would be great because they have just there last night. What is the name? The haunted houses. It's like, you just on foot and you're going to walk through. So this should be perfect. Well, I forgot. I thought I got the girliest girl on the planet. Yeah. So walking through the gate, I was like, hold up, Busch Gardens. Like, we didn't even get in the actual park. And y'all already started with the shenanigans? I mean, they had like flyer blowing like it's coming out of Dragon's mouth, like at the entrance. And boy, was it hot. I was like, I think they forgot where we were. Like, we don't need this. Like, we're enjoying this fall weather. We don't need the hot. Don't remind us. So challenge 4 is getting 3. So that's 3. I was like, ooh, they okay. I said, set the mood, I guess. Set the mood. It's about to be fire. Okay. So that was 1. Then so challenge 2 is going to get $2. Get in the gate. Decide on which way we're gonna go, and immediately, you got zombies. And for anybody who want to know or who need to know, I am a huge fan of The Walking Dead. I've watched it. I'm on my 3rd time watching. So when I saw the zombies and how they had to set up, I was like, oh, this A1. This is like, they had some good zombies for real. I was like, okay, so I was admiring the costumes and this and that. So in my mind, I know that I teach my kids and I tell them when, like, an example, let me give you. When there's a dog, especially one that looks big and, kind of ferocious, do not run. Do not run, because whether the dog want to play with you or chase you or whatever, you run, chances are he's going to, follow. So, just in situations, don't panic. Don't let panic be the first thing, because you still want to think through the situation and be able to see where you run into and not just freak out and start running, because what if you run yourself right into a trap or a corner where you can't get out. So, they know this. We don't create unnecessary separation. That's like the theme, the reminding factor. Like, so anyway, we're together, and the way she responded, I was like, what? You know, it was so funny because it was unexpected. And the way she was moving, you would have thought she had a football in her hand. I mean, she was like boom, 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 boom. She spit around, touched the ground, took off running. I was like, what? Wait, what happened to not separating and then the people who you could hide behind? You got three people you could hide behind, but you took off. I mean, it was a whole situation. The screaming. I mean, so many people was like, "Oh my god!" Like, oh, it was so funny. So, so challenge 6 is going to get 4. Do we have $4? Yes, exactly 4. So we have 5 remaining. Let's see. We might have to see if we can break some change. So challenge 2 is going to get 3. Okay, so let me just put $2 back. And like, ooh. Okay, so since we only got $2, and we're gonna remove this, and we'll just roll one more time and give whatever challenge it lands on the $2. That way, I don't have an IOU. Challenge 6. Okay. All right, so challenge 1 and 3 did not get anything. Let me tuck them to the side and paperclip this one. Walking back, leaving the park. We only had, it was so busy. They didn't have many rides open. It was like some rides was down or impacted from the hurricane. And I just think like they didn't have a full staff to operate all the rides for this event. So they only had maybe, at least from what we saw, like 4 to 5 rides. And of course, you know, the lines was extremely long, which we expected, but was only able to ride one ride. That ride alone, they was in line for like an hour and 20 minutes. And I was like, I forgot about the whole fast pass and this and that, but I was didn't think much about it because I was thinking that we're just going to do the, you know, scary houses and just enjoy the whole thing because you know, it's new to all of us. We've been to Busch Gardens before, but not the hollow screen. So challenge 4 got $3. Challenge 2 has 7. Challenge 5 has 4. Challenge 6, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So challenge 2 was the winner. And I think we're just going to start. I can tuck this to the front now since we counted and know who got the most. I'm going to start with the least. So $2. Each icon here is $2. These came from, well, there's a name there, Steps on a Budget. These were freebies. A couple months ago, she released to us. So I'm going to color one of the lotus. We got some, we found an ice cream and like Italian ice shop. So I got Italian ice. Well, everybody got Italian ice except my son. He got ice cream. Like, he loves ice cream. Every time we go out, most time we go out for dessert, it is ice cream. Walking through, kind of past the zombie area and going to another area. And this was said Ragnar's and biking. So I'm like, ooh, another theme I like or shows that I like. Then so for me, I was just excited seeing things and you know what they had and all that. So passing through this area, it wasn't as bad for her. She was able to go on to me while my son looking around like, what happened to him? So look back, and he's like, he got that face. I was like, this is my child. This is my child. I can't deny him. In this moment, I cannot. The face he had, like, listen, I ain't scared. Like, what? I don't know what we got to talk about. Like, what's going on? I'm like, well, what's... Then I see him offer his ice cream to the dead Viking. I don't know. And the person licked the ice cream. I was like, oh, wow. No, no, why? I was like, well, what? Listen, I already knew what he was going to do. As soon as he, they separated, he threw it in the trash. I was like, well, what was going on there? He was like, well, she wouldn't leave me alone. I told her I wasn't afraid. So, like, I don't know. Here's some ice cream. I was like, what? So that was like bizarre. And I was like, the fact that it looked like a female, I was like, that she put her mouth on it. Ugh. This is so random. I mean, oh, that was that. Get through. We made it to a haunted house, and my daughter thought we was in line for a ride. I was like, there's no way we come out here, because she was like, I hate Halloween. I'm never gonna come here again. Can we go? And not being serious, but that's usually her response. Like, we go out doing something in nature. Why you guys got me out here? It's like, oh my God. It's like, I don't like bugs. It's like, yeah, but you overreact. These are flies. They're not gonna bite you. The only response, you should be annoyed. They in your way. You don't even have no food, but the flies here. But anyway, so by the time we got to the entrance, she was like, wait, this a ride? I was like, no, this is a haunted house. And my son, he already cleared. Like, as soon as we got in the line, he was like, what are we doing here? I was like, this is a haunted house. He was like, oh, okay. So you see the difference. So Autumn has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So we can complete this today. We got $1 left over. We're going to tuck that to the side. And I think I do have a challenge ready to replace. So each leaf is $4. And so we made it through that one. And of course, it's like I told my daughter, listen, you're making yourself a target. I was like, how you think we with you and nobody bothers us? Like, most they do is just try to do the jump scare thing and jump out of something or walk behind you and try and scare you. It's because, we're not freaking out. We're not. You got hit. She got hit by all the zombies. Like, Eric, she was easy. They was chasing after her. I'm like, they cannot touch you. They're just trying to scare you. And I mean, hey, if you was getting paid to be scared, I think you probably would have grossed the highest that night. But I was like, so just, you can kind of walk in between us. I was like, but that's usually another sign that somebody's scared. So they're going to come, they still going to come after you. I'm like, but wow. So what I want to get to is, as we're leaving the park, she's like, I had to go through this again. I don't like this part. I was like, well, this is the only way we're going to get home. So, and it closed at 1. So yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. And we get a little bit of head start after y'all been on that ride in line for like an hour and 20 minutes. So this should have $36. So let's count 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! 36. And actually, I wrote on the back. So this is going to go to Bank of Nita as well. I'm trying to get that fully funded. So that's one category I'm no longer suffering from my paycheck. Because it's almost like a one and done category. Once I get it to the goal, and I have to use it, whichever category borrows from my Bank of Nita, the money I would normally get will go to Bank of Nita to pay it back. And then, if there's anything extra, it'll go back to that category. It's kind of like my bank to myself, and I'll use it for condensings and if I need change. Next is steps on the budget, or this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the highest number we can do is 4, and I am going to color 4 or teal. So we're going back. I was like, well, at least you know what to expect. You've been through, you know what to expect. You kind of know where people are hiding at. And started out good. I'm like, okay. They even had people like running out of like a bush on, it's not skates, but some kind of pad where they can slide across the cement, and then like sparks like fly from their knees and hands, whatever they're scraping on the ground. I thought, was like, oh, that was cool. I like that. Didn't expect that. So I'm enjoying myself. And I'm like, ooh, I want to go back. At that point, that's when the freak out started to happen. And going back to the zombies. Like, I think that was the most traumatic one, because I'm telling you, she got every zombie they had, they got her. Oh, and they had people on stilts in two of the little themed areas. So those was, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, come on now. You look too unrealistic and too scary. But I kept my cool. So this one has 7. The most we can do is 6, and so it has $1 to roll. Let me grab a paper clip and the correct marker. Put these back first. So she took off running and screaming, and when she finally thought she cleared it, she looked back and seen a group of people screaming and running. She just took off running with them. I'm like, now you're about to get lost. Like, oh my God. Like, if the face she made, it was so hilarious. Oh my God. She just looked back like, oh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably terrible, but oh my goodness. I was shocked. We never really put them in like scary, situations like that. And it's like, now that they're older, and I showed them the difference between a thriller movie and a scary movie. Like, I think scary movies today, they're not scary. And I'm like, and for them to tolerate, that's another reason why it proves they're not scary. Because I got some scaredy cat kids when it comes to watching stuff. So, but, whatever, just trying to ease their mind and about the fears on what's real and realistic and this and that. You don't have to be scared going to bed and taking a shower. Like, there's no shower. There's no window in your shower, so you shouldn't even be afraid. If this something's going to come in, they got to come in and see us first to get to you if you're in the shower. But just going over a conversation we've had. So let me pull out a challenge. Let's see. I've been printing some and tuck them in the back here. And I think I am. Wait a minute. I was thinking about doing this one from, I think her channel is V Saves. She's a newer YouTuber or budgeter. I was debating on these two. This one I got from, I'm gonna have to put a name on the screen because I forgot her shop. She has a YouTube as well, but I printed this like a year and a half ago and just made it into an envelope. And for one, I love the boho type, so that was a thing. But you guys' son's name is Isaiah, and we just call him Zay. So I just was pointing that out, but that's like one of the chapters books that I've read time and time again, and like my entire existence, I feel, is surrounded around peace. This one I like because it's like just a reminder: God's plan is greater than my fear, and that's something that I've had to tell myself throughout the years. My approach with my kids, and like I was just giving you an example about being fearful of, movies and just things that's their purpose, but it's not to go past, come into your personal life and leave the screen. So I was debating between these two challenges, and oh, her name is V Denise Saves. That's her channel. I had this one the longest, and I just got this like last week. We're gonna go with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Oh, same amount. So yeah, we'll go with this one. We'll just give it $1. I'm gonna tuck it inside since we haven't started this. And I'm gonna make these $3 my favorite number. Make these 3. So we'll just go ahead and get that written. I fixed that off camera with a thinner Sharpie. But that's all I have for this video, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I am gonna stuff this, I think, in my let me just tuck it now in the binder, so that, because I want to do a condensing with the cash that I need to unstuff, and I'm just going to tuck it here, so I already have it in the place where it needs to be, so I'm reminded during the condensing. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys, and let me know what you did for this holiday. I know I don't even will necessarily say that we celebrate Halloween, but in the spirit of Halloween, I guess, I wanted to check out the Halloween Horror Nights, and, the kids would do, and see if there'll be something that they would like to do again. Oh, maybe it will fit. I didn't think it would fit in the actual slot. Let's try it. Okay, yep, does. But yeah, like, we haven't been big on Halloween. The kids really didn't care. Even when they was younger, it wasn't a big deal. So I just ran with it. Not for anything. It's just I kind of go with the flow and see what they want to do and what they don't want to do and all that. But let me know what you guys done, or if you did anything, and what we used to do is, like, they have, I don't think they call them pumpkin patch, but it's kind of like a pumpkin patch, to give you an idea. But that's what we usually go do. And, they have little jump houses for the kids and give out little treats and stuff. But it was always simple, quick. Thank you guys, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.